Okay, this is the apron he's putting on now in the front.
This apron, so when you're fishing, all your line doesn't go in your feet and get all tangled up. It just lays nice on this. And that way you can tell if you got a 5-inch fish or a really big one. You can't lie, unless you want to.
Plus, you can put stuff in there just to hold it while you're going, if you have anything to eat, I assume.
Oh yeah, you know, you can lay that stuff down.
Yeah.
Usually I stick them in pockets, like if I'm having a protein bar or something like that, don't want to eat the whole thing, just stick in the pocket.
Right. What a beautiful day. No clouds. Ooh.
Yep. It was a full moon last night.
Oh, it was a beautiful moon.
Yeah. It can slow fishing down a little bit, but not usually in a river.
Why would that happen?
They can feed all night.
Oh, okay, so.
In lakes, it really can knock fishing down big time.
Oh, okay.
But in the river, they're so opportunistic. You know, unless it's a real slow river.
Uh-huh. Now, Joe, you've got 2 rods that you're going to use.
Yeah, I get into a deep hole, and this is sinking tip or sinking line, and I put nymphs on, heavy nymphs. So when you're fishing with the dry line, it floats on top, and you can have a dry fly on it, and underneath it you can have a nymph. So you can have the opportunity to get a fish on closer to the
different
bottom,
levels,
or one that comes up and hits. With this, everything is on bottom.
Okay.
You know, you don't, you know, and you can use 1 or 2 flies on that too. You can use a great big stonefly nymph, and behind that you can have a hare's ear, prince's nymph, or whatever. And you know, I mean, it's kind of surprising how often I use both of them.
Right.
Notoriously, I'll use the dry fly as much as I possibly can. But you get into those deep pockets and you see them down there and you go,
I want to get to them.
And I've got weights, you know, like I can throw some sinkers on if I need to get really, really deep.
So the sinkers would be for the flathead when you get more into that?
For here too.
Deep holes?
I mean, there's some holes down there that are, I mean, majorly deep.
Mm-hmm.
Majorly deep. You know, I'm saying, you know, like they're probably, some holes could be 20 feet deep.
Wow.
I'm not going to get that deep, but if there's one that's 12 feet, you know, I can probably go right to the bottom if I do it right.
Yeah. What are the weights of these 2 different poles?
These are 5 weights.
5 weights? Mm-hmm. And what's the significance of the weights?
On a 5 weight, you know, you get pretty good action when you catch fish. There's a lot of people that fish this river with lighter rods.
Mm-hmm.
I've even got a friend of mine that uses a 1 weight. In a 1 weight, you catch a 12-inch fish on a 1 weight. It's like catching a really big fish.
Oh, okay.
You know, but it stresses the fish.
Right.
And especially if you get a big fish, you know, it stresses them big time. You can't horse fish even with this rod. The little teeny guys you can. But you get something like a 12, 13-inch, it's a pretty good fight. And you get a 16-incher, it's a really good fight. And there's some bigger fish in here.
Right. So what kind of fish primarily are in here?
Cutthroat and rainbow.
Cutthroat and rainbow.
The occasional bull trout.
Okay.